Welcome student in 7th session from your textbook chapter number 6 life processes. Today we will continue this chapter. In last session we studied about the respiration in animals, respiration in humans, breathing mechanism, respiratory system in human beings and rate of breathing. So today we are going to discuss about the transport. The body of every organism, plant or animal made up of cells. A large organism has millions and millions of cells in its body. In order that the organism may be able to maintain its life and survive, all its cells must be supplied with essential substances like food, oxygen, water, etc. So some arrangement is required inside an organism which can carry the essential substances to all its parts so that they reach each and every cells of its body. In everyday language, transport means to carry things from one place to another. In biology, transport is a life process in which a substance absorbed or made in one part of the body of an organism is carried to other parts of its body. Means large organisms need transport system in their bodies to supply all their cells with food, oxygen, water and other material. In fact, special tissues and organs are needed for the transport of substances in plants and animals because these tissues and organs can pick up the essential substances like food, oxygen, water, etc. at one end of their body and carry them to all other parts. Now we will learn how plants and animals carry substances from one part of their body to another. Transport in plants. Transport system in plants is less elaborate than in animals. In human beings, plants are less active, so their cells do not need to be supplied with material so quickly. Also, due to branching shape of plants, all the cells of plants can get oxygen for respiration and carbon dioxide for photosynthesis directly from the air by diffusion processes. So the only substances which are to be supplied to a plant through a transport system are water and mineral. So plants में transport किसका होता है? Water and minerals which they can't get from the air. Another job of the transport system of plants is to transport food prepared in the leaves to the various parts of the plant like stem, root, etc. So the plants have two types of conducting tissues called the xylem and phloem. The xylem tissues carry water and minerals whereas phloem tissue carry the food prepared by the plant. तो xylem क्या carry करता है? Water and mineral. and जो phloem है वो क्या carry करता है? Food prepared by the plant. So we can now say that the plants have two transport system. First is what? Xylem. Xylem क्या होता है? Which carries water and minerals. Xylem carry water and mineral. Second, phloem which carries the food materials which the plants make. जो plants बनाता है. Phloem also carry hormones made by the plants in their roots and shoot tips. The transport of material in plant can be divided into two parts. Transport of water and mineral in plants. And second, transport of food and other substances like hormones in the plant. First read करेंगे transport of water and mineral. Plants require water for making food by photosynthesis. Plants also need mineral salt for various purposes such as making protein. So water and minerals are absorbed from the soil by the roots of the plant. Roots तो जो water and mineral कौन absorb करता है? Roots absorb करती है. So water and mineral are absorbed from the soil by the roots of the plant and transported to the various part of the plant like stem, leaves and flower. In the leaves, water is used in making food by photosynthesis. Water and mineral dissolve in it move from roots of the plant to its leaves through the two kinds of element of the xylem tissue. Called that xylem vessels and tracheids. So xylem vessels and tracheids are both non-living conducting tissue which have thick walls. What is the role of this xylem vessels? The xylem vessels is a non-living long tube which runs like a drain pipe through the plant. Now about the tracheids. So tracheids are long, thin, spindle-shaped cells with pits in their thick cell wall. Mechanism of transport of water and minerals in plants. So what are the mechanism? The plants take in water containing dissolved mineral from the soil through their roots This water containing minerals called that xylem shape is carried by the xylem vessels to all the parts of the plant. This happens follows that the roots of a plant have hair called root hair. The function of root hair is to absorb water and mineral from the soil. The root hairs are directly in contact with the film of that water in between the soil particles. Okay, water and dissolved minerals so get into the root hair means जो that minerals डिजोल्व मिनरल रहते हैं वाटर में तो वो क्या रूट हेयर में मीन्स डिफ्यूज हो जाते हैं बाय द प्रोसेस ऑफ डिफ्यूजन द वाटर एंड मिनरल्स एब्सॉर्ब बाय द रूट हेयर फ्रॉम द सॉइल पास फ्रॉम सेल टू सेल okay by the osmosis through the epidermis root cortex endodermis and reach the root xylem okay so that the xylem vessels of the root of the plant are connected to the xylem vessels of its stem और जो xylem vessels है वो किससे connected रहता है plant के stem से connected है so the water containing dissolved mineral enters from the root xylem vessels into the stem xylem vessel so the root xylem vessel से stem xylem vessels में enter हो जाता है dissolve that dissolving minerals water okay the xylem vessels of the stem branch into the leaves of plant so the water and minerals carried by the xylem vessels in the stem अब वो stem में carry होगा reach the leaves through the branch xylem vessels which enters from the petiole means stalk of the leaf okay फिर वहाँ पे enter होता है leaf के stalk में enter होता है into each means जहाँ से leaf वो attach रहती है stem से okay तो that is called the petiole into each and every part of the leaf so in this way the water and minerals from the soil reach through the root and stem to the leaves of the plant. Only about 1 to 2% of the water absorbed by the plant is used up okay, by the plant in photosynthesis and other metabolic activities. So the rest of water is lost as water vapor to the air through the transpiration process. So likewise, that water and minerals for through xylem vessels and tracheids. Next transport system, transport of food and other substances. Okay, and that with the help of that phloem. So leaves make food by the process of photosynthesis. You know that. So the food made by leaves is in the form of simple sugar like that glucose. So other types of substances called plant hormones are made in the tips of root and shoots. So now every part of the plant needs food. So food made in the leaves of a plant has to be transported or carried to all the parts of the plant like branches, stem and roots. So the food manufactured by the leaves of a plant is transported to its all other parts through a kind of tubes called that phloem which are present in all the parts of a plant. So the transport of food from the leaves to other parts of the plant is called the translocation. तो उसे क्या कहते हैं translocation. So thus phloem translocate the food or sugar made in the leaves. The movement of food materials or other substances like hormone through phloem depends on the action of living cells called that sieve tubes. Phloem contains sieve tubes like xylem vessels. Phloem is made up of many cells joined end to end to form a long tube. So sieve tubes which form phloem are living cells which contain cytoplasm but no nucleus. So each sieve tubes has a companion cell next to it. We already studied that the movement of water and dissolved salt in xylem is always upward from soil to leaves. Means वो कैसा रहता है upward direction में होता है and it caused by the suction water at the top because of the low pressure created by the transpiration from the leaves. The movement of food in the phloem can be however upward and downward depending on the needs of the plants. Means that how food move in the phloem tissue of a plant. So now mechanism of transport of food in a plant. The movement of food in phloem or translocation takes place by utilizing energy. This happens as that the sugar made in leaves is loaded into the sieve tubes of phloem tissue by using energy from ATP. So water now enters into the sieve tubes containing sugar by the process of osmosis due to which the pressure in the phloem tissue rises. This high pressure produced in phloem tissue moves the food to all the parts of the plant. So it's having less pressure in their tissue means ये high pressure के through means जो phloem tissue है वो food को all the parts of the plant जो having low pressure उसमें send करते okay in their tissue. So this allows the phloem to transport food according to the needs of a plant okay. For example, in spring, even the sugar stored in the root or stem tissue of a plant would be transported through the phloem to the buds which need energy to grow. This next one, blood. Blood is a red color liquid which circulate in our body. Blood is red because it contains a red pigment, okay, called that hemoglobin. It's in its red cells, so it is a connective tissue. Blood consists of four things: plasma, red blood corpuscle, white blood corpuscle, and platelets. So thus the main component of blood are plasma, WBC and platelets. Plasma क्या रहता है? It is a liquid which is also called fluid matrix, and the three types of cells are there: red blood cells, white blood cells and platelets. Okay, so keep floating in it. So plasma में ही ये तीनों जो cells है वो float करते हैं. Okay, so we can define blood as follow. Blood is a liquid or fluid matrix called that plasma with red cells, white cells and platelets floating in it. Plasma क्या होता है? The liquid part or blood is called a plasma. The liquid part or fluid part, that is called the plasma. RBC क्या होती है? Red blood cells carry oxygen from lungs to all the cells of the body, so that is called the RBC. Next, WBC. WBC क्या होती है? White blood cells fight infection and protect us from disease. White blood cells are called soldier of our body. Okay, now platelets help in coagulation of blood or clotting of blood in a cut or wound. Okay, जैसे कुछ कट हो जाता है तो आपको पता है जब कभी कुछ कट हो जाता है तो स्टार्ट द ब्लीडिंग, देन प्लेटलेट्स हेल्प टू क्लॉट द ब्लड, मीन्स मेक द ब्लड सेमी सॉलिड, और वहां से मीन्स फर्दर ब्लीडिंग नहीं हो पाती, मीन्स वो ब्लीडिंग को स्टॉप कर देती है प्लेटलेट्स. ओके, नाउ अबाउट द फंक्शन ऑफ ब्लड. Blood has three main functions in the human body. These are transport of substances like respiratory gases, oxygen, carbon dioxide, digested food or nutrient, waste product, hormones, enzyme and ions, that respiratory gases and the digested food and nutrient, you already studied that. Okay, so blood that help in that transportation, okay, from one part of the body to other. So protection against diseases and regulation of body temperature, we can now say that the important function of the blood in our bodies are: first, blood carries oxygen from the lungs to different parts of the body. Second, blood carries carbon dioxide from the body cells to the lungs for breathing out. Third, blood carries digested food from the small intestine to all the parts of the body. Fourth, blood carries hormones from the endocrine gland to different organs of the body. Okay, and hormones भी carry करता है whether they are needed. So blood carries a waste product called that urea from the liver to the kidney for excretion in urine. Okay, तो waste product भी carry करता है. Sixth, blood protects the body from disease. This is because white blood cell kill the bacteria and other germs which cause the disease. So that's why that white blood cell is called the soldier of our body. Seventh, blood regulates the body temperature. This is because the blood capillaries in our skin help to keep our body temperature constant at about 37 degrees Celsius. Now, transport in humans. The main transport system in human beings is the blood circulatory system. In blood circulatory system, the blood flow through the three types of blood vessels. Okay, the human blood circulatory system consists of heart, the organs which pumps and receive the blood. Okay, and the blood vessels through which the blood flow in the body. So in blood circulatory system, the blood flows through three types of blood vessels. First, that arteries, veins and capillaries. So the blood vessels of the circulatory system are present in each and every part of the human body, due to which the blood reaches all the parts of body. Okay, in addition to the blood circulatory system for the transport in human beings, there is another system called that lymphatic system is also there, which also help in the transport of material in the human body. The liquid which circulate and carries material in the lymphatic system is called the lymph. In human beings, the various substances are transported through the two liquids called that blood and lymph. In human beings, the various substances are transported through two liquids called that blood and lymph. Okay, so we will first describe that blood circulatory system, which is the main transport system in humans.